Yo, what's up guys? So I've been on the topic of movies a lot lately, and I figured I'd ask you guys for some recommendations because, honestly, trailers are so misleading. I never know if it's going to be a good movie or not. I don't think anyone can really tell that from a trailer, but still, it's so annoying if you can't tell. Because, for example, Planet of the Apes right now, that trailer is looking fucking ridiculous, and that could be a bad thing for all I know, but the action scenes are looking amazing. The storyline is looking really weird, but maybe they make it work. I don't know. But if you've seen anything good recently, just let me know in the comments because I'd love to hear about it. And I'll check it out. Anyway, have a match here with the guy from my stream. It's an OU match, but I don't think I have any OUs on my team, actually. Realizing that after watching it back, which is pretty funny. Kind of a grab-back team on my end, kind of a grab-back team on his end, I believe, as well, with some OUs in it, though, so... And at least with Arrow, I leave with my Xatu, and I switch back out, not expecting him to go for Stealth Rock, just expecting a Stone Edge or something. But he does go for Stealth Rock. I have Magic Bounce on my Xatu, obviously, so I'm not sure if he predicted that, or the switch, that is, or didn't know about the fact that I have Magic Bounce. I'm not sure. But I just go for Scald, in comes Rotom, and I'm going to have to switch out. So I'm going to go back to my Roserade to take either one of his stabs, but it's a Volt Switch, and that is not good. That means he's going to obtain a Switch Advantage, which I do not enjoy very much. I don't like giving my opponent Switch Advantages, because now he can send in anything accordingly into my Roserade, which is going to be his Mence. Assuming that's going to be faster, because why else would he switch it in? If he's running a speed boosting nature, he will be faster, so I'm going to switch back to my Lodic to take the Fire move, I assume, or anything else, really. He does go for Fire Blast. I'm assuming that means he's mixed, because purely Special Mence has not really been anything I've seen at all in Gen 5, so I'm assuming that's mixed. Yeah, so... Gonna go for Dragon Tail, expecting him to want to switch out, which he does into his Rotom. I'm gonna phase that out into his Donphan, and... I was thinking maybe he's going to predict me to go for another Dragon Tail, expecting him to switch out fearing the Scald. So I'm going to go for the Scald, expecting him to maybe stay in. But no, he does switch right back out to his Rotom again. Either he's just not predicting, or he's predicting me well. It's one of the two, and I don't know which one, because he's going to stay in here and trick me. If he was predicting Roserade, then that's a bad play. But either he predicted me to stay in fearing his Volt Switch again, or he... just went for an obvious move or something. I don't really know. Like, it's hard to really explain my opponent's thought process not knowing what it was, but yeah. He does trick my Milotic, kind of sucks. I'm going to stay in here even though I'm locked into Recover, because I don't want to give him Switch Advantage again. I am going to stay and see what he wants to Volt Switch into, which is his Gliscor. Not really a big threat to my team at all. I'm going to go back to my Celebi, who I know should be taking care of this thing pretty easily. I'm assuming a Toxic Orb variant does not run U-Turn, because why would it? Because U-Turn sets are usually running Stealth Rock, which it cannot in combination with Poison Heal. So I assume the worst thing he could do is Ice Fang, which is in fact the case. It's not going to do much at all. I'm just going to set up a Nasty Plow, which should allow me to 2-hit KO him with Giga Drain, which is what I'm going to go for here. Go for one, which should be doing about 2/3, I assume, which I think it does exactly. Well, not exactly, but pretty much. And that's going to heal me back up to full. I should be able to take another Ice Fang with relative ease. Actually, with a lot of ease or something. I don't really know how to phrase that. But get frozen. And that sucks. That really fucking sucks. That means I'm going to have to switch around a lot. I mean, it doesn't matter, really. It's just the fact that, I am live streaming this. So all these turns just feel so unnecessary and like a waste of time. I mean, I don't have time to play games. Even though this technically is a game. But shut up, whatever. Go to my Lodic, go for a Scarf Recover just to get some health back, and actually get Toxic, which is nice, because being Scarfed, I'm not planning on staying in for long, so that Toxic is really not going to be racking up too much. So that just really means that I have Marvel Skill activated, which is pretty nice. So I go back to Celebi just because I had to heal off that freeze, and now I'm just going to go for 2 Nasty Plots. The second one I was predicting his Protect there, expecting a Giga Drain, which means that at +4 I can now 1-hit KO him instead of 2-hit KO, meaning that he can no longer pull shenanigans like freezing me, critting me. What else could he really do? I don't know, but that's all done with. So I knock him out 1 hit, no problem. Basically got myself back up to full HP almost, and in comes a Donphan, and why? Like, I mean, he does end up being Choice Banded, which is why I guess this Ice Shard does some kind of damage. But even if this was a 2-hit KO, like, I would just recover that off with Giga Drain, so I don't know what he's doing. And it's plays like this that make me, doubt the plays he was making earlier. That made him look pretty good, but this really does not at all. So it's one big mindfuck. I have no idea. But I hit him down to 30 there. Another Ice Shard is going to do some damage. I'm not going to be able to recover that off because he is at 1 HP. At the moment, I am going to steal that 1 HP from him. 100% recovery rate is pretty sweet. I'm gonna get that entire HP back, so yeah. Anyway, I believe he goes into his Mence, which is gonna pretty much wall me. I don't know why he didn't go into this earlier, because it's pretty common, this Celebi set. I mean, it could run Psychic, but even then, he could take a Psychic at plus... No, he could not take a Psychic at +4. But still, he should be faster, and he should just gone to this earlier. I do not have Psychic, though I have Recover, so I'm going to go back to my Milotic to take the hit. It is a Fire Blast once again. And I don't know if he's going to stay in this time. I mean, Dragon Tail, it's not like it's going to do anything to him, so he might as well have. But he's not going to. He's going to switch once again. I don't know if he's not predicting my Dragon Tails at all, or maybe he's predicting Ice Beams or something. I have no idea, but I'm not even running Ice Beam, so who knows. In comes Aerodactyl. I do have the Marvel skill activated, so I can take a hit no problem. Earthquake is not going to do all that much, and I'm actually going to break his Sash here with the Dragon Tail. I'm assuming that's what he had, which is going to come in kind of key later, as you'll see in a bit. This is a long video, by the way. It's like 10 minutes. Holy crap. It didn't feel that long, though. It's a pretty straightforward match, I feel like, but... In comes Deoxys Defense again. I'm going to switch back to my Xatu, expecting him to go for some kind of supportive move, because that's really all they run, normally. They don't really run much of an offensive move pool whatsoever. Either they have Ice Beam or Nightshade, or nothing at all, and this, I don't think, runs anything really to hit me with, so... I bounce back some Spikes, really not a big deal, because he has nothing on his team that's going to really get affected by it, other than his Deoxys, which is not going to mind it too much. And I go for a Psychic here. I do have Calm Mind, but I didn't want to set up, because it wasn't really... it didn't really feel like it was going to accomplish anything, and his Rotom is going to get some nice extra damage on him with Psychic. I'm going to go back to Roserade once again. I'm hoping he's maybe not going to go for Volt Squeeze this time, but he does, and I guess Roserade is fodder at this point anyway. It's not looking like it can do anything. This is a cool set, though. I'm running Toxic Spikes with Venoshock, which is doubled in power when the opponent is poisoned, meaning that it's like a base 130, not including Stab yet, so that's like base 195, I believe, which is pretty sick. I go back to my Milotic as fodder here as he goes to Mence. I was expecting a Draco Meteor or something, or maybe another Fire Blast, but he goes for Dragon Dance, and I'm like, fuck. I did not expect him to be a Mixed Mence with the Dragon Dance, which is ridiculously scary looking at the moment. So I'm going to go to Xatu, hoping he's going to lock himself into Outrage, but he has Stone Edge, so that means he doesn't have Earthquake, because he's going to have to run some kind of Dragon move. Which is opening up some possibilities for my last guy on my team. I believe it's my last guy anyway, that I have not shown yet, which is my Rhyperior, and I fucking love this thing, man. I believe this is the first match I use this guy in Gen 5, and it's basically just going to be walking all over this guy's team now that Gliscor and Donphin are down, because he has nothing to take a hit from this guy at all. He's going to go into his Deoxys. I'm hoping he does not run Toxic, because that's the only thing that could potentially hurt me. I do run Substitute and enough HP investment to take Nightshades with those, so I am not really afraid of him doing anything other than Toxic. He does not run it looks like, because he goes for Spikes. I'm assuming he's running maybe T-Wave, Recover, and then I guess Light Screen or something stupid like that. I don't know. But regardless, there's not much he can do to prevent me from getting up a sub and being prepared for his Rotom switch in. So I'm looking pretty good. And man, why don't people use this thing more often? It's so badass. And just the fact that something looks cool should be enough reason for you to just try it out at least. Because this thing is not just good looking. Okay, that sounded cool looking. It's also good if you use it right, and it's a fucking beast. And you know, the thing is, ever since Gen 4 came out and this thing was introduced, I never even looked back at Rhydon, because Rhydon's a little bitch compared to this guy, dude. Look at how big this thing is. It's like twice its size, fucking darker colors, horns left and right. I don't even fucking know what else, but it's fucking badass. And he's gonna miss a Hydro Pump. Doesn't really matter, because his last two pokes are physical attackers. And Rhyperior's physical defense is fucking sick, so I don't expect to really take much damage from either one of his last pokes. Aerodactyl does have the super effective Earthquake. I do have the Solid Rock, though, so it's not going to do all that much. I'm assuming they would have done like a third, maybe. And then obviously I can take a hit from Mence as well, because I've seen Stone Edge, Fire Blast, and Dragon Dance so far, meaning that his last move is definitely going to be either a Dragon Claw or Outrage, both of which I can take with ease. So that is going to be the game. I hit both my Stone Edges, luckily, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like rating, because that does really help out a lot. The support lately has been great, by the way. Lots of comments, lots of ratings, really awesome. And I believe he even gets a crit Dragon Claw right here, but I live that no problem, because I'm a beast. I'm a dog. Call me Cujo. If you haven't seen yesterday's upload, by the way, you can click the screen in a second after I finish him off with a Stone Edge. Intimidate? Fuck that shit. I'm just going to knock you out, no problem anyway. And yeah, click the screen right now for yesterday's upload. Pretty good one, I think, so go check it out if you haven't seen it, and I will see you later. Peace.